50 Cent just dropped a bold claim, suggesting some celebs around Diddy may have been pressured to join his circle or helped build his image. Now, with Diddy facing legal trouble, all eyes are on the people closest to him. If 50's right, this could shake the entire entertainment industry.
You better believe it. Shout at Def Jam, we the best. You know what it is. It's 2010, baby. It's the takeover. I'm going in.
Happy New Year to the whole planet. God is the greatest. Real talk. And you know, I mean, if there's anything that somebody can say better than that, I'm all ears. But with that being said, continuous blessings to the whole entire universe.
Big shout to my man Drake is in the house. Fabulous is in the house. There's no brotherly love. My biggest brother with all, the boss, Ricky Ross is in the house. Ricky Ross, report to the grass. DJ Khaled, he's the best. He's in the house. Tiana Taylor is in the house. My brother Chris Brown, I'm gonna stick with him from thick and thin. Chris Brown is in the house. You know what I'm saying? The something ain't right, so I know Chris Brown is in the house. Big shout to my son Quincy, my son Christian, my son Justin.
The feud between Diddy and 50 Cent reportedly began after Diddy invited 50 on a strange shopping trip that left him uneasy. Later, Meek Mill was spotted at high-profile events with Diddy, fueling more rumors. Even though they all claimed to be friends, the internet saw it as pure.
The same shirt. It's out there in the same shirt. This is not Photoshop. This is really stop it, man. You set that up. Look, obviously was not offended by what I was offended by. Guys may say to a girl, you know, like, let me take a shot. See?
Damn.
They found it that quick.
What do you think's happening in the middle?
I don't know what is going on there. Because it was like, he was like, yo, you hot now. Now we got to hang out now. Like, you know, like hang out. Yeah. He said, I don't know, man. I take you shopping and I get you some flash and you can give me the hood shit. And I was looking and I was like, let me just move away from him because I'm gonna mess up the way. Certain things they let it go by because it's Puff. He wasn't like in the closet, he was like in the hallway.
All these years, you being the only one calling this out.
No, I look like I've been the crazy guy for a long time.
They say you're a hater. They say you're crazy.
Yeah, and now everybody's complaining. My ass is hurting.
You and Puff haven't liked each other business-wise for a long time.
Well, that's why. It's only business. It was really, away from that, I explained why I didn't hang out with him. Right? Because it's a little fluffy stuff going on.
It's not your scene.
It's not my style.
Not your scene.
They hug you from the front and the back at the same time. I got uncomfortable with him because the way he was acting to try and get me to hang out with him was like, yo, I take you shopping. Like, and I'm like, what you mean? Like, that's something you say to a woman you're attracted to, maybe.
Right.
It's just weird, bro. Like, and now you start to see a lot of the weird stuff that was there. It looks like it all lines up, don't it? It was not in the closet. It was in front of you and you wasn't seeing it because you see the beards. Or you see the girls. So you didn't look at them the way it actually is to a degree. When I say people respond, how people respond to things matter. Like the internet will take to it and just go off with it. Meek responds being the uncomfortability. He goes, yo, I spend $100,000 to find out why my name is in this like this, and it's in it only because he's uncomfortable. You don't hear him talking about French. French was right there. Yeah. Right? Why you get so quiet? You guys make me feel like I'm scared.
Well, I mean, it's a lot. There's a lot.
No, they see this. You see this. They see this.
They see it.
Nah, you see this. They want to act like that. Oh, we got nothing to do with that. If we could just...
Rumors about Diddy's behavior with younger artists have been around since the 90s, but most stayed silent, except 50 Cent. He's been watching and collecting receipts for years. And now, with legal action underway, he's ready to...
You've been saying for years that you feel you knew Diddy's character.
Right.
Yet you said you weren't a part of that lifestyle, you weren't going to the parties. So what makes you so absolutely sure that these kinds of allegations that we've seen against him are true?
Well, I'm surprised by the allegations, as surprised as everyone else is. Like, I didn't make the allegations, I didn't tell people to say these things. It comes out, I see it in the news like everyone else, but I did feel uncomfortable with the way you would present the idea of going to these projects.
To come party with me.
Yeah. And then that swayed me away from it, just that alone.
So you didn't realize
as much stuff was coming. Like, when I seen today, it was allegations of 3 men that said he drugged them, and it's a long time, to be honest with you. Like, when people don't remember being violated for 20 years, it makes me feel a little odd.
What are your thoughts on the allegations against Jay-Z?
That was interesting. When I was saying things, not knowing exactly what I was saying, but I was going with like, where's Jay at? He's mad quiet. Like while the Puffy thing was going on. But it's obvious now that his team was being made aware that he was in those allegations also. So I hope it works out, because with his family, the things that go on internally is that those accusations.
You have something huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now, and then no one was, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
But was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what was going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go to the 90s, and Keefe D said he paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
It's a little, like, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries, they went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy.
You're one of the first persons in entertainment to really call out people and kind of have that authority in that, to be able to call people out. I mean, which is pretty amazing. You're kind of, in some ways, draining the swamp of Hollywood.
Yeah, I don't have a support system. I don't have a support system of a peer group of artists that I require to do what I'm doing. I've had to be on my own from the beginning. So I don't necessarily have a responsibility to behave a certain way, according to them.
Diddy's legal troubles are starting to pull others in. Usher's name has surfaced in court documents, and now 50 Cent is pointing fingers at Jay-Z and Beyonce. What once felt like gossip is quickly becoming part of the official record, hinting at a powerful circle working behind the scenes.
He got them shits, he's like drinking. His pictures with him like things the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades.
Because he's no longer viewed as like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones, because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
His career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go, prior to that, one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see their kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing. Right. They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys and shit. So it's like they give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming to the award show. It meant that much to the culture that they just.
Hollywood rumors were often brushed off like Jonathan Audi's 2018 claims about Cassie that few believed. But now, Cassie's recent lawsuit is forcing people to take a second look. The legal documents mention pressure and lack of consent at those famous parties, giving old stories new weight.
Good buddies, okay? They're gay.
Who?
Both. Diddy and Ross and Khaled. They're all gay, okay?
DJ Khaled, Rick Ross, and P. Diddy?
Yeah.
They all gay?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Khaled is a Hamas supporter. Okay.
Who supporter?
Hamas.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said it wrong.
No worries.
Hamas supporter. Okay.
Right.
I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard a lot.
Oh, hidden in plain sight.
It's hidden.
I think I see what you're saying.
Okay, how do I know this?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Kanye West is one of the few openly supporting Diddy. He even showed up in court and was heard in a leaked voicemail. 50 Cent quickly called him out for backing someone facing serious accusations. Now, the internet's buzzing just how close is Kanye to Diddy.
Put your hands today, Mr. West. Did you speak up?
Yeah.
We can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I need
Yeah. I hear you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have some fucking fun.
Yeah.
Having no fun and they get behind the mic, have some fun, chop up them samples, get back on your feet, being five, have some fun, get back to smiling. These other motherfuckers, they wasting your time, B. You know what I'm saying?
Kanye is supporting Diddy because he's literally scared that he's about to be charged just like Diddy. We're all pretty sure that Kanye is probably the celebrity that Jane talked about having a freak off in that hotel who the feds didn't want to name on the public record. And this part of not having Kanye named did pique my interest a little bit because we've seen plenty of celebrities' names throughout this trial, whether they were connected to Diddy or not. Like Diddy's former assistant Mia naming that she used to work for Mike Myers. Like Michael B. Jordan's name coming up in Cassie's testimony. Really started to pique my interest. Why wouldn't the feds want to name Kanye? Like, what's the big deal? We've seen other celebrities named throughout this. And then it all just came together for me. I think that Kanye might be facing his own criminal charges really soon, and I think he knows it. And it all begins with the lawsuit filed against Kanye by his former assistant, Lauren Pescata. Because throughout this lawsuit, she is alleging very damning allegations like trafficking, like transportation to engage in prostitution. And mind you, this is exactly how the investigation into Diddy started with Cassie Ventura's lawsuit, where
While Kanye stands by Diddy, others are stepping back. Will Smith even joked on stage that he skipped those parties and isn't a fan of baby oil. His comment made it clear he wants no part of the drama.
You know, and I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I see them now. Some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all their memes. I can stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So, whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. But I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people. It's so many things people say, so much stuff. But you know that one, it was your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
Some former proteges are finally speaking out. Justin Bieber just addressed an old TV clip that made fans uneasy. He's now made it clear he's leaving that part of the past behind and moving.
Well, so it is an assumption, right? So, you know, obviously with the veil, there was a very deliberate attempt to hide his identity. Yeah. So they never had any interactions or even any outward conversation in my presence. So there was a routine where sometimes we'll be right in the middle of sex and he'll just stand up and walk out of the room. And she would take that cue and she would follow him out. So I did recognize, and you know, I mentioned it in my book, that it became a habit that we're having sex on couches with sheets. We started in towels. I would climax, but she would specifically leave the room without wiping herself, without doing anything to take care of the whatever I left on her. So I assumed that's when he popped up, because once I climbed up, he popped up, he left the room, she popped up, she followed him. So I'm assuming that's when the lathering, whatever went on, happened at that point.
Okay, so at what point did he stop wearing a veil?
It was shortly after. The way that I ended up finding out who he was and they were, because they're obviously in conjunction with each other. About the fifth time, we were in a hotel called the Essex House. And when I would arrive for the sessions, I would be waiting around a couple of hours. So in this specific time, they put me into an extra room in the hotel suite. And to kill time, I decided to watch TV. And this specific hotel had a welcome message, which was, so when I cut on the TV, it specifically said, Essex House would like to welcome Mr. Sean Combs.
Oh.
And I was like, whoa, like I was blown away, man.
Right.
Her was treacherous. She knew everything. She knew all about the drugs, the money, the Cassie, D-Rock involvement, and what he used to do. But the thing that was so crazy about it is that she said that Puff used to rip her repeatedly, damn near anytime he wanted to, all the time. Like several times she was ripped by him. It seemed like she had the jury crying. She was ripped by Puff, bruh. Now, what I know that in some states, they do just like they do murder. In New York City, because in the States, you got to realize the time that you could be charged with rape in most states is from 3 to 30 years. But there are 13 states that do the rape case just like it's murder. That there's no time limit on when you say or you come out and say somebody raped you. You understand what I'm saying? And New York State is one of them. So I was wondering, did she ever get raped in New York? Because if she did by Puff, the state could bring up that charges against him.
Cent is speaking out, making it clear he was never part of Diddy's parties or that scene. While others got close, he kept his distance, and now, he's not afraid to call it out.